All right, as promised, I'm trying this vlog stuff out. As you can see, I literally just woke up. I just woke up. It is the day of the spring game, and I'm hoping I'm actually able to make it because the weather right now. Let me sit up. Hold up, hold up. Okay, this is somewhat better. All right. Like I was saying, this is the day of the spring game, and the weather is supposed to get bad, like right at 5:30. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. If you're seeing this, it means I was able to make it. Well, maybe I don't know. I might as well go ahead and just speak my piece. Um, we have been. Well, first, I want to thank everybody that subscribed to the YouTube channel because we gained a new subscriber last night. So if you're happening to be watching this, I appreciate you. We've have the Cooper Wilcox video. If you recall, I think I posted last month. It finally reached 100 views. It's almost at 120 views. The quarterback breakdown video is, I think, about 9 views away from 100. And then the original Dante McGee interview, not his second one that we did a couple weeks ago, but the very first one, is at about 85 views. And then we have several that are getting close to 60, 70, and 80 views. So I do appreciate that. I think that this is a channel we'll never have, I don't think, a higher subscriber count. It's just based on just what the channel covers. So but we have the views, which is what's important to me. I appreciate all the subscribers, and it helps a lot because obviously it pushes the channel and the videos through the YouTube algorithm. But at the same time, though, I feel like we're gonna channel success for us should probably be based on overall views, because I mean people are at least viewing the product, and that's kind of what the whole purpose and goal of this was. So yeah, if you have supported, I really do appreciate you. We gaining on Spotify as well. I think we're in the double digits now. We're in the double digits now. I know that doesn't sound like a whole lot, but you got to remember. I used to not put it on Spotify, and then when I did, I used to not promote it. So like, we were only at this time last year, might have had 3 followers on there, basically because I was uploading the episodes on the actual12report.com website, and I think that is when people were hearing it. Because I would vaguely say like, okay, well here's it on the website, and here's a link to it on Spotify, and I don't know how many people actually click on that Spotify link at that point in time. That probably didn't help. But we gained like 6. I remember when we did the Adam Droll episode after his press conference, we gained like 6 followers on there, and I was blown away. Just because the episode wasn't, it was more of like I don't like a stream of thought episode, I guess, and it was recorded on my phone. So that also says a whole lot. But we're definitely at double digits there. But it's crazy because when I first started this, I don't know if anybody here on it, watching this has been there from the very start. I'm like back in 2018 when I literally started this. With a blue snowball mic on my bed. The first episode I recorded, I remember I was on my bed. Why? I don't know. I just recorded it on my bed, and it was very bad. I'm not gonna hold you like quality wise. I know last year wasn't great quality wise for us, but that was due to tech issues. And it wasn't anything I could do to really stop that. But the very first episodes, man, if you remember what that was, it literally was just me like hitting the record button. I'd record the episode, I'd throw in right above it intro, I'd throw in an outro, fade in, fade out, and then like that and that was it. I mean, there was no cleaning up a background noise. There was no slowing anything down. There was no deleting this, deleting that. I mean, it was just pure, like, raw. Like, it'd be almost like you're turning in like a rough draft of an essay or a project, and that that's it. You know, there was no rewrite. But there was something to that though, because very early on, people, kind of, I don't say they rallied around it, but they definitely supported it. I had two podcasts at that point in time, and I did. There was a Cho Show, and then there was one over OU and OSU. I think it was Dallas Cowboys. I did like 2 episodes of that one, and I just turned all my attention into the UCO podcast. And I remember at that point in time, like the first episode, I think like the UCO Athletic Instagram page, shared it and sent me a DM. And then I remember, it might have been like 6, 7 games in. There was one episode, it blew up on Twitter, because I remember like the UCO athletic page, they retweeted it. The football page, they retweeted it. It somehow got to where like the official school Twitter page retweeted it, and it got to the point where even former school president Don Betts liked and retweeted it. I remember I remember texting that to Brother Francisco, the one that runs the site. We were like floored, because you gotta understand, like at that time, most of like the likes and tweets and all that came from mainly parents. And it was like parents and like supporters of the program. So like that was the day where like players and stuff were. Is this better? Like players and stuff were actually getting in on it, and I think like that was huge. And I think 2019 was probably when I realized, no, it definitely was when I realized that players actually listened to it. I never forget after the Missouri Southern game when Chandler Garrett set that school record for rushing yards by a quarterback, that I went up to introduce myself to him, and he said, "Yeah, I know who you are. I listen to every episode of the podcast. I'm a huge fan." And then that's when my man Chris Brandon informed me that it's a pretty big hit in the locker room. So I had no clue at that point in time. So to say I was floored was an understatement, because like I mentioned, I thought it was mainly just parents and then fans. I know some coaches at that time, like Coach Smeltzer, had followed me on Twitter and stuff, so I knew they listened to it. But for some reason, it didn't dawn on me that the players probably listened to it as well. But that was big. So like, we went from starting on my bed with a $10. Well, it's a $30 microphone normally. It was on sale, but $10 microphone, and it was just an idea. Like there was no script, there was no plan. It was like that was it. And so I was looking forward to it. Obviously 2019 was a down year, while record-wise for UCO, and so we didn't have the same. I mean, it wasn't where 2018 was. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. It's down year. Like 2020 will be great. And it started off good, right? We had the Saturday special that did pretty good. Just because it was a really good class. And then obviously the pandemic happened, and then there was no season, and then we had a couple of specials. But we didn't have anything. So then when we came back last year, I was like, all right, well, we have to hopefully like get back to where we were. And it started off promising, because we had the interview. We did Coach Bobek for the season preview, which is always a blast. Did the Coach O interview that kind of blew up thanks to his support people and all that. And then we had the week 1 episode, and that's where, I mean, it really blew up. Like I was even looking on Twitter last night, and it's like the little snippet I have. When I usually not do a video, or interview, I'll put out like a snippet of my guest talking, like what I think is a really good point that he made, or something of like impact. and that was at like 1,000 views, which is crazy. Like I know it might not be a lot to some, but like just 1,000 people saw that clip. It's crazy, and like so, if you went off that, I'm thinking, okay, we better have a great year. And then, that's when tech bars, my computer fans started going out. It got bad. I tried recording on my iPad. It just wasn't the same. So I like quit doing it weekly. I think I did a handful down the stretch. I did a Fort Hays. I did Northeastern State. I think those were the only two that I did after maybe like week 4 or 5, because it just wasn't up to my standards, and that really hurt. Like I said, I was playing this big bounce back year, and so uh, it was tough, and it kind of, like I said, it forced me to step back, and then obviously was able to make the upgrades, and then we had the coaching change, and then I think we did a good job of capitalizing off that like newfound excitement. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we gained 6 subscribers on Spotify. We did the Adam Durrell press conference initial thoughts episode, and so after that, then I launched the channel, and then we had signing day, right, and then we had the recruiting breakdowns. We had the breakdowns first, the season breakdowns first, and then that's when Dante McGee took the time to reach out to me. Then we got him on, and it's just been like this snowball effect. And I think what's crazy is like we're at the point now, like Cooper Wilcox, shout out to that man, because he didn't know me from Joe Blow in the street, but like because he saw the coverage, what we're doing over here, he was more than happy to come on and talk, and that was huge, because that's the first time we've got a recruit, like a committed recruit to come on the podcast, and I never forget the first guest was Eli Hooks, my man Eli Hooks, and I remember like at the very end of that interview, you gotta remember I'm like at the student paper, it's like my first full year at the student paper, and like he came on, and we were joking, we were laughing, and like that. And I asked him towards the end of the interview if he had any regret, because he was a senior at the time. It was ahead of senior night, and he thought about it, and he looked me in the eye, and he got emotional. He was like, I just wonder if I was a good enough leader, right? And like you could see the emotion on his face, and it was like to me that's something that like that's what like I really appreciate about the team, right? Like every interview I've done with them, like Eli, O'Shea, Chandler, Derek Watson, when I was able to have the honor to share his story when we did it over the pandemic, that was one. Before we even went on, I was like, what do you want to share about it? Because I'm not gonna want to ask you anything that you're not comfortable with. And he said, just ask away. And he told the whole story, which I thought was amazing, because that's something I didn't expect him to do. So for him to share that meant a lot to me, and I think that just says what we're doing here. There's something here. I really think we have something here. I mean, it must be said, when the school AD follows you on Twitter and likes and retweets and comments and stuff, and then even before I started recording this, I saw that school president just happened to like the tweet I retweeted when they posted about the spring game. That to me is crazy, man. Like that blows me away, though. Like that's not like I get in some people's eyes where it's a small school, so you could expect that, but that's still crazy to me, though. Like that the support is just like that wild. You know what I mean? So again, I just appreciate everybody that has supported, that continues to support. I've got big things coming. We're gonna have a new series coming next month that should last us until the start of fall camp. Might only be getting one video a month. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I don't like really reaching out to players during summer break. I feel like that's a break. They should have that break. But we're gonna have at least a video a month over there on the YouTube channel, and I got them pretty much all done. This is just one more video I have to do, and then I'll schedule them, and then we'll, I'll share it when the time comes. But and then as far as season goes, I really want to do some kind of live stream with you all, like at least the subscribers. And so if again I can do it, but we just gotta find a time, and make sure you all are on board with it, because I wanted to add more coverage over there. As I said in the last channel update, this might as well be like a quasi channel update as well. But yeah, I definitely want to do some kind of stream. I feel like that would be like a good way. Like you all have like any questions, you know what I mean? We just want to just shoot the bull, or just talk more UCO football, something like that. We'd be more than happy to do that. I'm more than happy to do that. But I'm working in the lab. We've got audio should improve, which is why I'm hoping I can get to this game, but I'm not counting my breath on that. But either way, we should have at least a spring episode. I'm gonna try to reach out to the guys tomorrow, see if we can get something shaken for next week, because I do want, if I can make it, it's gonna be 2 episodes. It'll be my thoughts, which would come out tomorrow, probably along with this vlog, if, like I said, if it does make it. If it doesn't, then like I said, I'm gonna try to reach out to some guys and see if they happen to come on again. We can make times work, and kind of get their thoughts, on spring and whatnot. But yeah, man, it's crazy. So again, I just appreciate it. I just hope you continue to support. Hope you just continue to rock with me. We're gonna try to get 11 episodes out in this upcoming season, and try some things. Some might stick, some might not, but we're gonna just put the best foot forward. And so again, I can't say enough about the support. I really do. It means a lot. It really does. It really means a lot. And so like I said, if you're rocking with me, you're new, old, it does. It just means the world. So please, if you want to continue to do that, I really appreciate it. I guess with that being said, now though, it is roughly noon. I'm a night owl, so I didn't go to bed till like 3 a.m. It's roughly noon. Like I said, I just woke up. I think there's some USFL football on. Like I said, I'll probably be watching that along with monitoring weather. And if it looks like I'm able to go, you'll be seeing the next clip in this video. If I'm forced to stay home, then you will just kind of have this as like a, I don't know, channel update, stream of thought type video. And so we'll see what happens.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna show you a little bit of my setup here, just in case I'm not able to actually make it to the spring game. What we got here, some little corner. It's kind of messy. Listen. I'm gonna clean it. But what we got here, we got a dry erase board, which is bordered in on both sides by Acoustic Foam. That's one of the upgrades I did. It was suggested to me by a friend. Shout out to my man Willis. It suggested I look into Acoustic Foam, and it has helped. So I got this off Amazon. I think I paid $15. Now, there are 2 different kinds. The 6 you see here in the middle, like grayish ones, were the first ones, and I recently added the darker black and lime green ones. And then, like I said, I have my dry erase board. This is where I'll make some kind of notes. Like right here, you can see I have the roster that I wrote up when I did the spring preview, and then I went back and crossed out the names of guys that aren't on the current roster. And then once fall comes, I'll just erase it and then rewrite it up there. And then on that little blank spot right there is where I normally will put the MIAA standings. So that's that. Then as far as equipment that I use, this is a computer. It is a standard HP computer. Well, it's not standard. It's like the top of the line HP computer. the one that I was using beforehand was more of like your general use laptop, and it did get the job done, but it didn't have the capabilities to do a lot of stuff. Like it couldn't run OBS. It had very little memory. So this one had over like 200 gigabytes of memory. And then I also have, if I can get this hard drive. I have this hard drive here that I use to help. So whenever I finish it, whenever I finish something, I'll keep the completed on here, and then I'll put like the files itself either on a G drive or in like this drawer here. You can see I have flash drives. So like, for example, here we go. This is one flash drive that's completely full. It's from like the early stuff of this season. It's a 32 gig flash drive. So I'll keep it on those to keep the memory on this fine. Then as far as microphones go, I have a blue snowball right here. Again, ignore the mess. I have a blue snowball. It's nice. I had to get the stand. So I had the Yeti caster. But it was tough to adjust it because it was situated over in this vicinity, and it made it very tough to like adjust the gain and the volume. So this is what I'm using now. What I used before, I mentioned earlier, the blue snowball. So like right there, the blue snowball. That's my backup microphone now. And so, whenever I go, if I ever do in-person interviews again, it's just so convenient to it's just so convenient to to do it via StreamYard. That's the service that I use. It's way more convenient to use it via StreamYard, just because it's easier to get guys on, and we can not have to travel and all that stuff. And then I have my wireless mouse here that my aunt gave me. Shout out to my aunt. These are like $20 bucks, but it makes editing a whole lot easier instead of having to like drag and click and stuff. Just standard mouse. And then here I have the like USB adapter. So basically it allows me to use 4 USB ports instead of the standard 2, which became apparent once I had the mouse. So here I always keep this is my microphone, my camera, which I'll show you in a moment, and then this is a flash drive I keep regardless. Every time I fill a flash drive, I'll just put another blank flash drive in there, and I'll just keep adding files until it's full, and then label it appropriately. And then my camera, final thing, my camera, they go right here. It's a large tech. It's pretty good. I mean, it got a built-in microphone that I don't use, so I can't attest to the quality of it. But it has a nice little tripod with it. This is what I use when I do my video interviews. This is what I got before I interviewed Dante the first time. I actually got that and the USB adapter the same day. I caught this on sale at Best Buy for $75. It's like I said, it's nice. It's light. You can either clip it on, or you can do the tripod. I just prefer the tripod because I don't keep my laptop, on like up the whole time. But that's pretty much the gist there of what we're working with here. And then software wise, I use Adobe Audition, and like I said, I do OBS to capture video. I use Filmora X to edit. It's like a Windows version of iMovie. It's for what I have to do. It works. And so then I use StreamYard to record the interviews, and because you can, from StreamYard, you can go live, you can record, and then you can download the audio and the video. So that's how I'm able to get both. It's a whole lot. It makes it much simpler than what I was doing before. So that's just a quick tour of my setup. Again, excuse the mess. All right, the NBA season just ended, so I'm probably gonna make more changes to the setup too. There are some things I want to kind of do, so I'll probably update that when the time comes. But here's just something, obviously just in case I can't make it. But that is the setup, and so we'll see what the rest of the day holds.
The next day.
All right, it is the day after the spring game that I was unfortunately not able to make. Right as I was about to leave to head up there, the elders in my life were like, yeah, you might want to keep your big behind home. When it comes to weather, I tend to defer to people that have more life experience here. And so, I made the right call at the very end. Obviously, I'm upset that I didn't get to go because at least I was able to find out through a tweet that Coach Curley had tweeted that, they were able to get it off, and there was a great atmosphere, and they had over 70 prospects there. So that to me was great. But just me personally, if I had left when I left, I would have been caught still in some of that OU traffic headed back from their spring game, and then I would have gotten caught, and we had like 3 or 4 storms roll through Moore, a couple that had a tornado warning. So, it probably worked out for the best that I said that I went out. But we are working on getting some guys on later this week to record a post-spring episode. I already got confirmation from one, so you'll probably expect that this time next week, because obviously we have the draft Thursday through Saturday. And I think we won't be able to record this probably until sometime Thursday or Friday. I don't want to get caught in a draft. Plus, I also do, I cover the Dallas Cowboys also for the SwapReport.com. So I'll be doing my draft stuff for them as well. So it just works out best. However, you will be seeing this, hopefully, you might be seeing this Monday, Tuesday-ish. Like I said before, in the first part is a channel update. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this just to see, if people like this format, kind of like this vlog format. But so again, I'm glad I was able to get it off. But it just wasn't in the cards this time. But I still might experiment with more of these vlogs. But again, it sucks, man. It sucks. I was really looking forward to it, man. I was really looking forward to it, to finally meeting some of the guys. But like I said before, I'm glad that it worked out, and so she'll be back here. I will say we might be one short on a new series I was teasing, because one of the videos has no audio, and I can't do anything about that. And I'm kind of hesitant to put out like a 2-hour video that has no audio. So we'll see. That's I might just push the spring post spring episode until it's first or next month, to ensure we have a video at least once every month, like I had promised. So until then, stay safe, stay healthy. I continue to support. I continue to share with your with your friends and such. And again, I appreciate the support, and I'll talk to you all later.